Hey guys, it's new e-bike day, and not just any new e-bike day. This is the Super Deluxe Premium Race Factory Dream build of an e-bike. Let me introduce you to this thing. This is the KTM, wait, hold on a minute, hold on a minute. Let me just move you there a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Peter Jackson normally does his crew normally does my filming, but they're off doing a Hobbit reunion this weekend, and so it's just me and the tripod. So sorry about that. But what is it? It's the KTM Prowler Exonic, and this thing has more fruit than a Christmas mince pie. It's pretty much, if you could imagine putting the very best thing you could think of on a bike, this has pretty much got it. There's no more noodles for me. This is a Fox 38's factory up the front, 180mm of smooth, buttery travel. Sorry? Questions? You normally do them in the comments. I don't normally do questions in the middle of the video. Okay, you've got a question. No, I didn't win the lottery. Another question. No, I didn't kill my wife and claim the insurance money. Okay, I may need to explain. Some of you are thinking like, Lance, you're normally a little bit frugal with your money. This looks expensive, and this has got a lot of toys on it. So what's happened? Well, I've been doing a little bit of research, and it turns out I should be having a midlife crisis about now, and it seems to be the trendy, cool thing to do. So I didn't want to miss out. I don't know if you can call it a midlife crisis, because I'm pretty sure I'm beyond halfway. But anyway, midlife crisis, pretty straightforward. You buy a sports car, you dye your hair, you dump your wife, and you get yourself a younger model. And I thought about this, and I thought, well, one, I'm a practical guy. I drive a ute, crying out loud. I'm not really a sports car kind of guy. Dyeing my hair, you've got to be kidding. I don't even brush it. It literally comes out the shower, and it's however it is. And my wife's a keeper. I'm not getting rid of her. So I decided instead to get the ultimate e-bike. And so what I do, well, I contacted Electrify New Zealand. I said, well, what can we do to make this dream come true? And they said, we've got just the thing for you, Lance. This bike has got absolutely everything on it. So we did a deal, and here it is. And I must admit, I don't know what about you, I think it's stunning. I must admit, initially, when I first looked at it on the website, I'm thinking, oh, I really like the orange KTM, and I kind of missed that. And I thought brown's a bit boring. But actually, when you look at it in the flesh, the paint scheme on this is stunning. It's a bronze, called transparent orange, I think, but it's kind of a bronzy, goldy, blends into black. It's got lots of little features on it. It actually, in the flesh, it looks really, really nice. Carbon frame. It's got the Bosch motor, of course, because you'd always have a Bosch motor, but not just any Bosch motor. It's got the race motor, and the race motor's got more acceleration, more power pickup, more overrun. So again, if you want that sort of aggressive race feel, this is the motor for you. You can still put it in eco and do the valley trails or whatever, but it's got the race mode if you want it. So that's seriously cool. 750 watt hour battery. It's got this new smart system on there. I've got to try and, actually it freaks me out a little because there's that many apps to connect this bike up to. I'm not good with technology, but I'm going to work my way through it. There's some other really cool features about this bike. I like the way you can take the battery out. It's really easy. You just turn the key there, lift this off, and the battery literally just lifts out. It's so easy, it's not funny. I'll show you how to do that, except I left the key at home, didn't I? But trust me, it is easy to do. It's also, I'll show you on this side, it's got a little flap. The other one had a flap, but this one's got a little magnetic flap. It's better than the old rubber grommety thing that some people struggled with, so that's cool as well. I also like the fact that it's lots of little features. Cable routing. Instead of the cables coming in through the side of the frame, but a cable rub looks a bit messy. They actually go down through the headset there, so really nice and tidy. And you may be thinking, Lance, you seem to be missing a lot of cables here. You might be right on that too, because down the back, SRAM XX transmission. Is that flash or what? It is flash, actually. It's funny changing the gears. You have to look down to see you've changed them because you can't really tell you've changed. It's really kind of cool. This thing's actually wired into the e-bike, so it's electronic shifting, but you don't have to keep charging a battery because it's just connected to the e-bike. Now you're thinking, Lance, yeah, but what happens if I did a really long ride and the battery ran out and now I can't ride home because I've got no more gears? Don't you worry about that. Well, you just can unclick this and put a spare battery in, and you think, I don't have a spare battery, Lance, what am I going to do then? Crikey, you're difficult. No problem at all. You just take the spare battery off your Axis, your RockShox wireless dropper post. That's right, we've got a wireless dropper post, reverb, pretty darn fancy, but yeah, you've got a battery for that, so you will need to charge that periodically. But I say, if it did, for any reasons you need to, you could put that down there. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if I can, simple as that, even I can do that. What else? It's got Magura brakes, 4-pot brakes, haven't even bedded them in. In fact, this thing hasn't even seen the dirt yet. Really excited to get out and ride this thing. It's got carbon everywhere. It's got carbon cranks, carbon bars, carbon frame. I don't know if that actually saves the planet or not. There's a lot of carbon tied up in there that's not floating around in the atmosphere, but anyway, it's a lot of carbon. Now, a lot of you will say, do you really need carbon? No, you don't. You really, really don't. But again, it's a dream build, it's nice to have. And the one thing I do like about, especially about carbon frames, it's the beautiful lines of it. There's no ugly industrial aluminium welds. It's all just flows beautifully. So I really, really like that. Actually, what else has this bike got on it? Well, we did say it's got suspension. Of course, it had the 38s up the front. It's got a DHX2 170mm coil at the rear. Factory, of course. Everything's got to be factory. So that pretty much makes it the deluxe build. What else could you possibly put on a bike that would be fancy? One more. Hold on. Come down here. Come down. Down. Oh, crikey. You are difficult. Crikey. Oh, the top of my head off. That's right. Talking of carbon, we have DT Swiss carbon wheels. I love carbon wheels. I just love, everyone has an opinion on them. Some people go, I would never ride carbon wheels. I've had them on a lot of bikes. I love them. I didn't have them on the last bike. It was okay, but I missed them. I just love the way carbon they feel, the stiffness of them. Weight, don't care in the slightest. It's just that, as I say, I like the stiffness and the reliability of them as well. They're pretty damn strong. So absolutely, when I found it was going to come in with carbon wheels, DT Swiss carbon wheels, absolutely over the moon. So, have I got to move you back up there? All right, come on, let's go back up there. All right, I'll be glad when Peter Jackson's back and he can help me with my videos, because it's kind of hard work doing it all on your own. But anyway, I'm absolutely stoked with this bike. As I say, it's kind of pretty much your dream build. Leave in the comments if you think that I could have put something nicer on this bike. What else would you put that you think's nicer than what's on it? But it's as pretty much high spec as you can possibly get. Haven't even ridden it yet. Going to make lots of videos riding this thing, of course. So if you haven't, if you're interested in that and you haven't subscribed, of course, do that. Thumbs up, like. But say, really interested in your comments on this one. As I say, it's not a, it's not a budget bargain bike, but it's pretty damn cool. Anyway, we'll see you out on the trails on this thing.